It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. Just beating the play clock. Keenum. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
That's fine. Yeah. Box it. No. 58. 58.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's go, come on. Hey, where y'all going? Well. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end, Graham. Packer first down.
That's fine. Yeah. Good. 319. No.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
58.
Rodgers again now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Doma Peko. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And the former Colorado Buffalo, Crosby, puts this one through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling it in.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Off play action. Keenum.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Andre Holmes, 70 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Derek Wolfe in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Zoom.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And it's fielded at the 34. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing is Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Kyler Fackrell able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here we go on 4th with Keenum. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his right. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He sets up the screen to Jones. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he floats one there, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover,
You better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play.
Hey, we're good.
Keenum now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Quick look ahead to Week 14 and what's on tap. A couple of good games, at least historically. Pittsburgh and Oakland and Philly and Dallas.
And all of a sudden, I'm 8 years old again. Because Pittsburgh and Oakland, when I hear those names, I'm thinking who's going to win and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. That's what it felt like when I was growing up. How about the one that's got flexed in? The Rams and Bears playing in Soldier Field on Sunday night.
Yeah, that'll be good. And then Vikings-Seahawks on Monday night. So 2 great ones to finish off the weekend.
Yeah, these teams are fighting for wild card spots and, of course, maybe even a division title or 2.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Roger. Hang up the high. Right 20.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On play action. Now Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, across the NFL, all the byes are done, so the 32 teams have played exactly 12 games. And if you look at the offensive leaders right now, Charles, starting with passing, Ben Roethlisberger at the top, but Patrick Mahomes is right on his heels.
Just 22 yards behind, and he's the guy that everyone is focused in on. He's fun to watch. How about the rest of the top 5? Matt Ryan, Jared Goff, and Aaron Rodgers. The guys toting the ball. Todd Gurley leads with 1,175 yards. Ezekiel Elliott right on his heels as well.
Yeah, those are the 2 1,000 1,000-yard rushers right now in the National Football League. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Rodgers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Von Miller in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
319.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun, down right around the 25. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And the former Colorado Buffalo, Crosby, puts this one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And they get 14 yards there and a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
A give to Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll go again to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They lost 2 there, and it's third down. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And the former Colorado Buffalo, Crosby, puts this one through, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run. And Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
319! 319!
The give is to Jones. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
319!
Now Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
We got three.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Very left.
Out of the gun, Keenum. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, That could possibly seal this one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
22.
Keenum will try again on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Keenum. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Desperation time for Keenum on 4th. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So with that, we can just about close the